It's filming, or at least I hope it is. Here I have this gorgeous purple colored flower because I love purple and because I love flowers, and I decided to get it. Also, you can see the rest of the garden from here. Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. My full name is Sophia Marie Carter and I am almost 23 years old. I will be turning 23 in June. I am a freshly graduated college student and I just started living by my own. That sounded like I was giving an interview, but now you know a little bit about me and my name, which is obviously the most important. So let me tell you more. As I said, I just moved in a small, it's not really small, but in a, I wouldn't say really a cottage, but it's like a country home. I basically just moved at the countryside. I used to live in the big city before when I used to go to college and lived with my family, but now I decided to start over, have my own life with my own animals, have a little garden in the back of my house, and basically get away from that big city with lots of lights and lots of sounds, and basically just, you know, get cozy, get relaxed in a gorgeous house by my own. I mean, I wasn't intended to live by my own, but I just haven't found a partner or someone that I want to share a house with, so I'm just gonna live by myself for now. We'll see if that changes. Not sure if I really want to change it. I like being by my own, but you know, maybe a little company I wouldn't mind a little company. But whatever, today I wanted to introduce you on my life and show you the most important aspects of it, which are obviously me, which we've already talked about, my horses, and my property. And I'll start with my property. So you get to see where I live. Obviously my house isn't furnished yet, so we won't go into the house, but I'll show you the property and we'll start from left to right. So we'll start with this cute little garden. It's not too big, not too small, perfectly manageable, and so far I only grow vegetables here, but I plan on getting some flowers as well because, as I said in the beginning, I love flowers. And they're not, I mean, most flowers aren't really hard to take care of. I've also already harvested some potatoes, some garlic, some carrots from the garden. They're really yummy and once again, not really hard to take care of. You just have to plant them, water them every day, and make sure they have good soil, and that's basically it. In front of the cute garden, I have this white wooden table set where I have my coffee every morning, also where the gorgeous purple flower is located. And it's so pretty. You can see the whole garden from here, and it's just a super relaxing spot, and I love it. Next, I wanted to show you this apple tree that I have over here. Obviously, it isn't anything super special, but you know, since humans love apples, horses love apples, apples are very healthy. Therefore, having an apple tree on my property is something I'm really happy about because, you know, I can just take a fruit from the branch, eat it, and go on with my day, and it's super convenient to have it right in front of my house. The last thing that I wanted to show you is something that I never expected to have at my new house. But before we get into that, I wanted to tell you a bit more about this house. So this house used to belong to an old woman who has unfortunately passed away recently, and her daughter had to sell the house immediately because she was in urgent need of money. So she didn't have time to renovate or get rid of unnecessary things. Also, that's the reason why the house was a bit cheaper than it should have been. But also, since she didn't have time to get rid of unnecessary things, the house also came with some chickens and the garden that I showed you before. So the plants that were in the garden were actually planted by the woman who has passed away. I just harvested them, and the chickens also used to belong to her, but for me they're just too many, so I'm gonna have to get rid of some of them. Chickens are, once again, really nice to have because you get eggs, you can make food out of them, and really nice to have. Also, almost everybody that lives in the countryside has chickens, so I want to, also be a part of that. And chickens aren't really hard to take care of. You just gotta water them and feed them, occasionally call the vet over to make sure they're all doing well, and that's basically it. Also, you have to make sure they don't get run over by passing cars because right now they have like this little house, but it's not fenced around the house, so they can just roam around, and sometimes they'll disappear for days, but they'll come back. Anyways, that was it for the house. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I honestly think, I'm really happy with my purchase, and I honestly think it's perfect for me, and I'm really happy to call it my own now. Good morning, baby. As I said in the beginning, I will also be telling you about my horses today. So we'll start with the first horse I've ever gotten, who is Casino Royale, aka Cash, a 18-year-old Swedish warmblood stallion. So obviously due to his age, he is semi-retired now. I only ride him on hacks, and we go on walks together and, just spend time in the nature. Like, I don't ride him in the arena anymore. The last time I've ridden him in an arena was like definitely over 1 year ago. But he's just living his life right now. I'm not trying to push him. He spends the majority of his day in a big paddock, which happens to be next to my house. So when I have my morning coffee, he's usually there by my side, and I go and pet him and give him hugs because he's just the sweetest little man. He's not that little, but he's so sweet. He loves treats and attention. And he's not the type of horse that would beg for attention, but he likes receiving it. When he wasn't retired, we would compete pretty often, mostly in show jumping. He can jump really high. He used to jump up to, I think, 1.50 meters. But yeah, he was a really good jumper. We also did a bit of dressage, a bit of cross country, but it was mostly show jumping. He was pretty expensive. Also, I just realized that I think all of my horses, I got them from the same place, which is Silver Glade Manor. They just have really high quality breeding. I wouldn't say they're very affordable, because my parents actually helped me get these horses. Like, we saved up for a long time, especially since when I was younger, I wasn't very rich. Like, we were, I'd say, average to poor, Like, my parents couldn't just afford anything, or they couldn't even afford a horse, but after a long while of saving up, and also me saving up, we did manage to finally get me a horse. I think it was 12 when that happened. Anyways, I've had Cash ever since, and honestly, I can't imagine my life without him. He's like my soulmate. I love him so much, and I really hope he lives a long life that he deserves, because he's worked so hard, and right now he just deserves to rest peacefully. Okay, that sounded like he was dying, but I mean it as in a good way, like, he just needs to rest in a paddock and enjoy the years that he has remaining. I didn't mean that in a sad way. Good boy. Oh, it's finally getting warmer again, isn't it? There's so many flowers growing. It's so pretty. Let's do some trotting now. Come on. Good boy. Oh, I hope I don't hit my head. Oh. Okay, my head was fine, but I think I did hit the GoPro. I'll look later if it's scratched. Right now I'm just trying to enjoy my ride. This is SL Andromeda. He's one of my newer horses. And the introduction will be shorter because I haven't gotten the time to know him that well. I mean, obviously we do spend a lot of time together because I'm currently training him and I want to make him my main competition horse. From the time I've spent with him, I got to learn that he is the biggest sweetheart. Definitely the most affectionate out of all of my horses. He's so easy to ride. He gets along with everybody. He listens to everybody. He's just 7 years old, but already so gorgeous and so strong. He jumps so well and so high, and I honestly can't wait to start to compete with him. One thing about him is that he absolutely adores treats. Every time I have treats on me, like in my pants, in a pocket, he will be following me around everywhere constantly. I remember this one time I was measuring jumps and I was checking how high I need to put the bar, and I thought I tied him to a fence in the arena, but he somehow escaped and started following me around because he wanted the treats. I actually have clips from that time. It was so funny, and also I was pretty annoyed with him that day, but he was very good, and I will always love him no matter what he does. The next horse, and also the last and the newest, even newer horse than SL Andromeda, is Sarah's third, aka Celia. Now, Celia is a Lipizzaner mare that I actually got from that prestigious Spanish riding school in Vienna. I actually have photos on my Instagram in my highlights from when I went to get her. I basically went on a trip, and Austria is like my favorite country to visit, and obviously I was visiting, but I also came to get her. So she basically came with the trailer. I was not paying for an airplane to get her to Jorvik. Not happening. That is way too expensive. Anyways, I've had her for not even sure how much time, but definitely less than a month. She is a really sweet mare, can be sassy at times, and when she does get sassy, she does buck. I have not experienced that yet, but her past owner told me. She's a really sweet mare. She works well. She's really beautiful, and once again, I really don't know what to say about her because I really don't know anything about her yet, but we'll get to meet her as time goes on, and I'll get to know her and know what she's actually like, because right now she's just adjusting to the new place. We actually did a photo shoot 5 days ago. I basically just wanted to have really good pictures with her, of me riding, because obviously when I take the drone out, I don't get pictures that good. I just use the clips for my videos, but they're not as good as when a professional photographer does them. And also the photos are for my brand. We basically used her as a model because we want to take some photos of some bridals. Also, I took some photos for a magazine. Basically, it was a really, really long photo shoot. I was so tired. At the end, we had to do that clip you saw earlier, that last clip of me riding her. We were basically doing these trot poles, and I was so freaking tired and sleepy that I was not even going in the middle. And that was basically the whole point of the exercise, to try and go in the middle and have a good distance and everything. and I was doing anything but that. And it took so many tries to get like a decent photo for the magazine. And yeah, immediately after that I went back to my house, watched some Netflix, and went immediately to sleep because I was so tired that day. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the pics because I thought they were pretty cute. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was enjoyable. I hope I wasn't too boring because I do tend to talk way too much sometimes. Hopefully today was not the case. Anyways, once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was good enough to convince you to check out my other video, maybe upcoming videos, and maybe even my Instagram, which is linked down below. I hope you have a great day or night, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!